O.J. Simpson is known for many things by many different people, but there is no doubt that his life was filled with ups and downs, from being a celebrated athlete in college to his career as an actor, up until his life took a turn for the worst in the widely publicized murder trial. Regardless, his death is one that sent shockwaves through the streets of those who knew him. But before we delve into death and the tragic truth behind it, let's journey through the roller coaster that is O.J. Simpson's life. The man before the legacy. Born in 1947 in San Francisco, California, Simpson's childhood was rooted in the vibrant yet challenging streets of Potrero Hill. His parents, Eunice and Jimmy Lee Simpson, led lives of their own. His mother worked at a psychiatric ward, while his father balanced roles as a custodian and a cook, also known for his drag performances in the local scene. It was a dynamic upbringing marked by the struggles of a low-income family and the cultural richness of the Bay Area. Growing up with his siblings, Simpson's life took shape in the neighborhoods of San Francisco. His early years were overshadowed by health challenges, with braces on his legs and a bout of rickets, yet this didn't deter his spirit. Even as a young boy, he hustled to make ends meet, from selling tickets to scavenging for seat cushions at Kazar Stadium. But Simpson's path wasn't without its pitfalls. In his teenage years, he found himself entangled in the allure of street life, joining a local gang and facing brief stints of incarceration. His behavior earned him a reputation, one that his future wife, Marguerite, couldn't overlook. Yet, amid the turmoil, a chance encounter with baseball legend Willie Mays set Simpson on a different course. Mays' words resonated, stirring a desire for change within the young man. Sports became Simpson's refuge, his anchor in turbulent times. At Galileo High School, he emerged as a standout athlete, showcasing his prowess on the football field. From tackle to fullback, he commanded attention, drawing the admiration of peers and mentors alike. But his ambitions transcended the game itself. Simpson's entrepreneurial spirit shone through as he organized dances, demonstrating an early knack for business. Graduating in 1965, Simpson stood at a crossroads, poised to chart his own destiny. The trials of his youth had sculpted him, instilling resilience and determination. As he ventured into adulthood, the lessons learned in the streets of San Francisco would guide him on a journey filled with triumphs and tribulations, shaping the legacy of the man known simply as O.J. Building a legacy. Enrolling at City College of San Francisco in 1965, Simpson found a new arena to showcase his athletic prowess. Excelling on both offense and defense, he captured attention with his electrifying performances, earning accolades such as a spot on the junior college All-American team. Victories on the field, including a memorable triumph in the Prune Bowl, solidified his reputation as a rising star. But it was at the University of Southern California, USC, where Simpson's talent truly blossomed. Drawn by the allure of the Trojans' football program, he embarked on a journey that would leave an indelible mark on college sports. Under the tutelage of head coach John McKay, Simpson's star ascended rapidly, leading the nation in rushing yards for consecutive years and garnering national acclaim. One pivotal moment came in the famed Victory Bell rivalry game, where Simpson's breathtaking 64-yard touchdown run.
And more. There's Simpson. Look at that cut. O.J. Simpson. That's all she wrote. 64 yards.
Electrified the crowd and etched his name in college football lore. The play, hailed as one of the most remarkable in history, solidified Simpson's status as an athletic phenomenon. Amidst a slew of accolades, including the prestigious Walter Camp Award and unanimous All-American honors, Simpson's legacy was firmly established. Beyond the football field, Simpson's athletic prowess extended to track and field, where he showcased his speed and agility. A world record-breaking performance in the 4x 110-yard relay underscored his versatility as an athlete, further enhancing his reputation on the collegiate stage. Despite his burgeoning fame, Simpson navigated the turbulent social landscape of the late 1960s with caution, steering clear of controversies such as the Olympic boycott. His focus remained steadfast on his athletic pursuits, culminating in a spectacular senior season that earned him the revered Heisman Trophy and other esteemed awards. In the iconic Rose Bowl showdown against Ohio State, Simpson's brilliance shone once more as he amassed yards and touchdowns, despite a heartbreaking loss. His indelible mark on USC football was immortalized with the retirement of his jersey number, a testament to his enduring impact on the sport. So, when it was time for Simpson to bid farewell to collegiate athletics, his legacy as one of football's brightest stars was firmly cemented in history, inspiring generations to come. But seeing as O.J. was dominating the field of sports and building an athletic legacy, it was a surprise what he decided to delve into next later on in his life. From sports to acting. Simpson's foray into the world of acting began during his tenure at USC, where he landed a cameo on Dragnet, setting the stage for a multifaceted career that would unfold in the years to come. Before donning the professional football jersey, he graced the screen in various roles, from the small screen to the silver screen. Sports writer Ralph Wiley once remarked that Simpson held a unique status among Americans, serving as a symbol of unity across racial lines. This distinction made him a pioneer in breaking down racial barriers, a trailblazer in his own right. Despite his rising fame, Simpson remained selective in his choice of roles, eschewing stereotypical portrayals in favor of more nuanced characters. His collaborations with seasoned actors such as Lee Marvin and Richard Burton served as master classes in the craft of acting, shaping his own approach to the profession. Even as his Hertz commercials catapulted him into the spotlight, Simpson remained committed to authenticity, striving to shed the image of the clean-cut athlete in pursuit of artistic integrity. Throughout the 1980s, Simpson's cinematic journey continued to unfold, punctuated by memorable appearances in cult classics such as the Naked Gun trilogy. His portrayal of Dieter Nordberg endeared him to audiences, showcasing his comedic timing and affable demeanor. Yet, behind the laughter, Simpson's talents were recognized on a broader scale, with director James Cameron considering him for the iconic role of the Terminator, a testament to his versatility as an actor. The 1990s ushered in a new chapter in Simpson's acting career, marked by ambitious projects and unforeseen challenges. His involvement in the Frogmen pilot, a high-octane adventure series, hinted at the potential for further success. However, the shadow of impending legal troubles loomed large, casting a pall over his aspirations. Despite the uncertainty, Simpson's dedication to his craft remained unwavering, even as the fate of the project hung in the balance. In 2006, Simpson embarked on a new venture with Juiced, a hidden camera prank show that showcased his comedic chops in a fresh and unconventional format. From selling a white Ford Bronco, a nod to his infamous police chase, to orchestrating elaborate pranks, Simpson proved himself a natural entertainer, captivating audiences with his irreverent humor and larger-than-life persona. O.J. and his roller coaster love story. Back in the summer of '67, Simpson took the plunge and tied the knot with Marguerite L. Whitley. They became a team, raising 3 kids, Arnell, Jason Lamar, and Aaron LaShone. But tragedy struck in August '79 when Aaron drowned in their own pool, a heart-wrenching loss that shook their family to its core. Now, fast forward to '77, Simpson's path crossed with Nicole Brown, a waitress at a hotspot called the Daisy in Beverly Hills. Even though he was still hitched to his first wife, Simpson couldn't resist Brown's charm, sparking a romance that turned his life upside down. By March of '79, Simpson and Marguerite had called it quits, paving the way for a new chapter with Brown. Their love story took a spotlight during the '84 Summer Olympics torch relay, where Simpson and Brown ran together, a symbol of their shared journey. They sealed the deal on February 2nd, '85, celebrating their union with the arrival of 2 kids, Sydney Brooke and Justin Ryan. But after 7 years, their marriage hit the rocks, and the fairy tale turned into a nightmare. In the mid-70s, Simpson formed an unlikely friendship with the Menendez brothers, Lyle and Eric, who later gained infamy for their parents' murders. Their paths crossed again behind bars after Simpson's arrest for a double homicide in the 90s, a twist no one saw coming. Behind closed doors, Brown endured a nightmare of her own. By the end of '89, the police had been called to their home 8 times for domestic violence, but she received little help. On New Year's Eve, her fears reached a breaking point, leading her to call the cops, battered and terrified. Simpson's violence couldn't be ignored, leading to a plea deal for spousal abuse. Brown's cries for help fell on deaf ears as Simpson's threats loomed large. Their marriage crumbled in '92 after she discovered his affair with model Tawny Keaton. Despite attempts at reconciliation in '93, the violence resurfaced, leading to another call to the police. By May '94, their turbulent relationship came to a final, bitter end. The famous murder case. In the stillness of the night, tragedy descended upon the quiet neighborhood of Brentwood, Los Angeles. It was the early hours of June 13, 1994, when the lifeless bodies of Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman were discovered, their lives brutally taken in a courtyard outside Brown's condo. As investigators pieced together the grim puzzle, they determined that the murders occurred the previous night. Goldman's visit to return Brown's mother's lost glasses had unwittingly led him to his untimely demise. The murder weapon, a knife, vanished into the darkness, leaving behind a haunting mystery. In the wake of the chilling discovery, all eyes turned to one man, O.J. Simpson. As the immediate person of interest in their murders, suspicion loomed heavily over him, casting a shadow of doubt and speculation. Despite Simpson's insistence that he had been at home on the night of the 12th, preparing for a flight to Chicago, the evidence seemed to tell a different story. With mounting pressure and scrutiny, the wheels of justice began to turn. After meticulous gathering of evidence, charges were swiftly filed, and a warrant for Simpson's arrest was signed. Yet, amidst the chaos and confusion, one question lingered unanswered. Who wielded the blade that claimed 2 innocent lives? As the clock ticked towards 11 a.m. on the morning of June 17th, Simpson, in coordination with his legal team, was slated to surrender himself at the Parker Center Police Headquarters. However, the scheduled handover never came to pass. Instead, what followed was a chain of events that would go down in history. Simpson's absence triggered a frantic search, culminating in a surreal scene on the 405 freeway. There, amidst the bustling traffic, a white 1993 Ford Bronco SUV, driven by his close friend Al Cowlings, became the focal point of a low-speed pursuit. Simpson, a passenger in the vehicle, was allegedly armed, holding a pistol to his head and issuing a chilling ultimatum. The tense standoff gripped the nation as law enforcement officials treaded cautiously, closing nearby highways and urging for calm. Simpson's lawyer, Robert Kardashian, made a public plea on his behalf, sharing a heartfelt letter penned by Simpson himself. In it, Simpson grappled with his own turmoil, urging others to remember the man behind the headlines. As the drama unfolded, the pursuit reached its climax. Shortly before 9 p.m., Simpson was finally apprehended, bringing an end to the riveting spectacle that had captivated the nation. Yet behind the scenes, questions lingered, echoing the complexity and uncertainty surrounding the case. During the trial, prosecutors presented compelling DNA evidence linking Simpson to the crime scene. Blood from both victims was discovered in Simpson's car, and Nicole Brown Simpson's blood was found on his socks. Additionally, hair and clothing fibers consistent with Simpson, Brown, and Goldman were uncovered. A crucial piece of evidence was a black leather glove recovered from Simpson's home, containing fibers from a 1993-94 Ford Bronco and Brown's dog. The other glove in the pair was located at Brown's condo. However, the defense countered by arguing that the glove found at Brown's condo did not fit Simpson's hand. Prosecutors suggested that Simpson's hand might have swollen due to arthritis medication he had been taking, which could explain the tight fit during the trial. Despite a Los Angeles County jail doctor's assertion that Simpson had been consistent with his medication regimen, defense attorney Johnny Cochran famously declared during closing arguments, "If the glove don't fit, you must acquit." This phrase resonated throughout popular culture, encapsulating the defense's strategy. Prosecutors also raised concerns about the glove's condition, suggesting that repeated freezing and thawing along with blood exposure could have caused it to shrink. Cochran refuted these claims. When Simpson attempted to put on the glove in court, he struggled to do so, further fueling doubt about its fit. However, a vice president from Eris Isotoner Inc., Richard Rubin, later testified that the gloves were from his company's rare Eris Light model, indicating that a new pair of extra-large gloves would have fit Simpson. The moment of Simpson trying on the gloves became a pivotal juncture in the trial, with its outcome perceived as crucial to his eventual acquittal. Following Simpson's acquittal in the highly publicized trial, the legal saga surrounding the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman took a seemingly definitive turn. Despite widespread public interest and scrutiny, no further arrests or convictions materialized in connection to the tragic events of that fateful night. Simpson, buoyed by his acquittal, continued to assert his innocence in subsequent media appearances, maintaining his stance that he had no involvement in the murders. However, in a startling revelation years later, in May 2008, Simpson's former associate Mike Gilbert made sensational claims regarding Simpson's alleged confession to the murders. According to Gilbert, Simpson purportedly confessed to him, admitting to wielding the very knife that was used in the fatal attacks on Brown and Goldman. Gilbert further alleged that Simpson confessed to intentionally ceasing his arthritis medication to deliberately cause his hands to swell during the trial, thus preventing him from fitting into the incriminating glove presented as evidence. The conflicting accounts from Gilbert and Simpson's legal counsel injected fresh uncertainty into an already convoluted narrative, leaving observers and legal experts grappling with the veracity of the claims and their potential implications. Despite his acquittal, however, Simpson's run-in with the law seemed to be just getting started. Toxic relationship with the law. In the late 1990s, Simpson embarked on an unusual venture, seeking to trademark his name and monikers like OJ and The Juice for a variety of merchandise, ranging from figurines to prepaid telephone cards. However, his efforts were met with opposition when a concerned citizen, William B. Ritchie, raised ethical objections, initiating a legal battle over the registration of these trademarks. Despite the legal turmoil, Simpson found himself entangled in more trouble in February 2001 when he was arrested in Miami-Dade County. The charges stemmed from a traffic dispute 3 months earlier, where Simpson allegedly pulled the glasses off another motorist. Facing the possibility of a lengthy prison sentence, Simpson underwent a trial and was swiftly acquitted of both charges in October of the same year. The saga continued as Simpson's Florida residence became the subject of scrutiny by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, on December 4, 2001. Acting on a tip regarding alleged involvement in drug trafficking and money laundering, the FBI conducted a thorough search of Simpson's home. Although no illegal substances were uncovered, the search revealed equipment linked to satellite television piracy, leading to further legal complications. In July 2002, Simpson faced another brush with the law in Miami-Dade County, this time for speeding through a manatee protection zone while boating. Although the charge related to boating regulations was dropped, Simpson was fined for the speeding violation, adding to his legal woes. The legal battles persisted into 2004, when satellite television network DirecTV Inc. accused Simpson of illegally intercepting its broadcast signals using electronic devices. Following a trial in a Miami federal court, DirecTV secured a judgment against Simpson, who was ordered to pay a substantial sum in damages and legal fees. As if these legal entanglements weren't enough, Simpson's financial troubles deepened in 2007 when the state of California revealed he owed a staggering $1.44 million in back taxes. This revelation marked yet another chapter in Simpson's tumultuous post-trial life, characterized by ongoing legal battles and financial challenges. Again, the worst was still yet to come. O.J.'s demise and the tragic cause. On Wednesday, April 10, 2024, the sports world mourned the loss of this iconic figure at the age of 76. While Simpson's athletic prowess earned him widespread recognition, It was the infamous white Ford Bronco chase in 1994 that etched his name into the annals of history in a different light. Following Simpson's passing, his family released a heartfelt statement on Thursday, April 11, 2024, informing the public of his demise. They disclosed that O.J. had succumbed to his battle with cancer, which had been a formidable opponent in his final days. Surrounded by his children and grandchildren, Simpson bid his final farewell, leaving behind a legacy that will endure in the hearts of many. In their poignant message, the Simpson family implored the public to respect their privacy and allow them to navigate this period of mourning with grace. Amidst the outpouring of condolences and tributes, the family sought solace in their cherished memories of O.J. and the profound impact he had on their lives. While the family chose to keep certain details private, the release of Simpson's death certificate shed light on the cause of his passing. Prostate cancer, a relentless adversary, was revealed as the underlying cause, marking the end of Simpson's valiant battle against this formidable disease. Simpson's death certificate provided clarity on the specifics of his battle with cancer, citing malignant neoplasm of the prostate, metastatic to the bone, as the official cause of his demise. This revelation underscored the severity of his condition, indicating that the cancer originating in his prostate had spread to other parts of his body, particularly his bones. Earlier this year, reports from the blast had indicated that Simpson underwent chemotherapy treatment subsequent to his prostate cancer diagnosis, highlighting the aggressive nature of his illness and his determined effort to combat it.